episode of On a Mission. I'm your host, Dr. Wendy Norfleet with Norfleet Integrated Solutions, and it's my pleasure to have with me Lawrence Nicolas with the Jacksonville Humane Society. Welcome, Lawrence.
Thank you, Wendy. Thanks for having me.
So, first of all, I love dogs. Not so much a cat fan, but I understand and appreciate everything the Jacksonville Humane Society does.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we are very proud of the work that we do here in Jacksonville. We took in 8,470 animals, dogs and cats last year, and we're able to save 92% of the cats, 97% of the dogs.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I love that, I see you sometimes on the news and different things featuring the dogs, and you have like things around town where people can come out and look at the dogs and cats and hopefully adopt them, because that's part of the charm, right? Once you see them, then you can't let them go. I got my first dog like that. Somebody conned me into that.
Exactly right. We talk about that all the time, actually. So we just want, when you could come into the shelter and lock eyes with somebody, we see families made whole and fall in love that way every single day.
Yeah, I got one of my first dogs like that. A friend of mine used to work part-time at the Humane Society in Oklahoma when I lived there. And she says, "Can you help me do this?" And I'm like, "No." She says, "I just need you to watch this dog for like an hour." And I'm like, Ended up adopting a dog.
Perfect. Well done.
So if people come down here, what do they need to do? If they just want to come down and look and see what type of animals you have, can they just come in and do that? Do they need to make an appointment? Tell me how it works.
Absolutely. We make it as easy as possible for you to interact with our organization. So come on down anytime. We're open from 12 to 7 during the week and 10 to 5 on the weekends. No appointment necessary. Just come on in and hang out with the animals. We'd be happy to have you. We really want to be able to make adopting a pet as warm and inviting as we possibly can. So many people kind of grew up, and myself being one of them, with the perception of the animal shelter as, like, I remember Lady and the Tramp, right? That it was cement and steel and plywood and scary and smelly and all of the bad things about the pound.
Right.
And we work so hard to break down those stereotypes in people's minds and be able to see, hey, this is a really warm, inviting place. This isn't scary. I want to come and spend time here. Maybe to adopt, maybe to read to the dogs and the cats that are at the shelter, or for a birthday party, for a summer camp, whatever. We manufacture reasons for people to come to the Humane Society, because we think it's important for you to get a chance to see that it is more than, it's not the shelter that you might have imagined when you were younger.
I know. When I went into it after it was redone, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just awesome.
Yeah, and if you could believe it. So we've been in our shelter building now. It's 8464 Beach Boulevard. We've been there for almost 6 years now.
I know. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
it's been that long.
But it's still our new building. It's still our baby. We love it. So please, if you haven't been to the shelter in a while, I encourage you to come on down anytime.
So tell me, and some people might be listening to this and say, I've considered a pet, but I'm not really sure what's involved with adopting. So how can they come and play with the animals a couple times before they adopt?
Absolutely.
And walk us through the adoption process.
We make it so easy, because we want it. It's a big decision, but it's your decision.
Right.
It's your decision for your family.
Right.
So we're not going to create artificial barriers and make you jump through hoops to be able to make the decision that's best for your family. So if you want to come on down 5 times, 10 times, one time, bring your whole family down, we'll meet you where you are.
Okay.
Because we know it's a big decision, and we want you to be able to make it, and whatever that looks like for you. So really, all that we require for you to adopt is that you bring your ID and be ready to sign the paperwork.
Okay.
Everything else is really kind of individual and conversation based. We'll try to help you find an animal that's the right fit for you, based on your living situation, how many hours a week,
how many
your work,
kids you have in the house,
exactly.
because some of them don't have kids.
Absolutely.
Right.
We'll help you kind of walk you through that, but we're not going to tell you either. We're going to let you make the decision that's what's best for you and what's best for your family.
Okay, that sounds great. So tell the address one more time.
8464 Beach Boulevard.
Okay, just want to make sure people know where you are.
Exactly.
And then if you're an organization, and mostly you're a pet store, so I have seen you at a few other places too, where you bring the animals out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if someone was interested in, maybe sponsoring something like that, how do they just reach out to you?
Please, by all means, just come talk to us, email us, reach out anytime. We're actually going to be hosting an event out at the beach on November 3rd, the evening of November 3rd, an adoption event out there at Seawalk Pavilion, which is the first time. We're really excited about that. But yeah, similar to what I was talking about before, we want to make it easy to adopt. So we'll come to you in a lot of cases. We're always just bringing the shelter animals out, different perspective. There are still people who, I hear all the time, like, oh, I can't go to the shelter because it just makes me too sad. I want you to come to the shelter so you can see that it's not sad, But if that is how you feel, then come see us at PetSmart or Petco, or come see us at the event on the 3rd, or whatever.
It's not the sad. It's like you might love everyone. That's mine.
Yeah, understand that.
I see so many
Definitely.
cute little dogs. So even I think last time you were at Petco a few weeks ago, and we were going in, and I was like, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." I'm telling myself, "Don't look." I'm like, I don't want another dog. I already have one. But it is. They just, look into their eyes and just touch your heart.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll find a home for everyone, and you take that, I think you said 97 for dogs, you take it up to 100%.
Exactly. That's what we're working hard on that. And we're also working hard. I wanted to share that we also lead a statewide initiative we call Florida Leaders in Life Saving, where Jacksonville Humane Society is seen as a leader in our field.
You are.
And we want to share that with others. So we're actually leading an initiative across the state of Florida to eliminate shelter killing everywhere in our state.
Oh, that's great.
So we're hard at work to try to save as many as we can in Jacksonville and beyond.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everything you do. And hopefully the event at the beach on November 3rd will be awesome.
Yeah, come check it out, please.
I will.
All right.
All right, I'm sorry I'm going to look too closely. Thank you, Lawrence.
Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for joining us today and learning all about the things going on at the Jacksonville Humane Society. They are wonderful. If you haven't checked them out yet, please check them out at 8464 West Beach Boulevard. And we'll see you next time on Buzz TV.